Okay, so the Hearthstone live stream just wrapped up with Frodan and Young Woo, I think his name is? I can't remember. Anyway, one of the developers, and they just revealed the rest of the cards from One Night in Karazhan. And so I'm gonna go through them. This is gonna be a little bit longer because there's a few more cards here. And I also need to review a couple other cards that came out. Yeah, anyway, I'll get to those. They're not in this list. It was kind of stressful, hectic. I was trying to screenshot all these cards like as quickly as possible as they were popping up on the screen and tweeting them out and whatever. So anyway, first up we have Arcane Anomaly. It is a 1 mana 2/1 minion, neutral, common, and it has the text of whenever you cast a spell, give this minion +1 health. It's interesting. I don't know. I mean, could be okay. I don't know. This is hard because I literally just finished, so I don't even really. I saw the cards, but I didn't get a chance to really think about them at all, or anything like that. So this is really just off the cuff. I mean, it's fast. I think it'll be okay in arena, maybe. Could be good in a faster deck. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe something. I'm sure somebody will find something for it. Right now, I think it's okay. It has some potential. It's not like super amazing. It's interesting. It's kind of like a reverse mana worm kind of thing. I think mana worm's better probably, but maybe, you know, in a tempo mage deck, maybe this will be good too. I don't know. All right, moving on. So next up, this is just going in order of how they are in this folder. So whatever. Anyway, a new giant, an epic card. I believe this is the only epic card that was in the whole set. I could be wrong. Anyway, it's a neutral, 12 mana, 8/8, as giants are wont to be, and it says cost 1 less for each spell you've cast this game. So I guess maybe I don't know, a Yogg and Load hunter, maybe a decent, I don't know, a big body for Yogg Druid, I don't know, maybe tempo mage, maybe for late game, I don't know, maybe not. That's kind of where I'm at with it, is the maybe not. Anyway, Arcanosmith. Anyway, it's a 4 mana 3/2 neutral common minion that has a battle cry of summon a 0/5 minion with taunt. So you're getting effectively 3/7 worth of stats for 4 mana, which is pretty good. Really. And it's over 2 bodies. Meh. It's alright. It's a decent 4-drop, especially in arena. I don't know if it's C playing constructed, but it's an arena card, I think. I don't know. Maybe for new players that don't have a lot of cards, it's a decent card too. I can see it being really annoying too. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that it's going to fit into necessarily, but you know, maybe that elusive bolster warrior, right? All right, next card is a 5 mana 3/6 minion called Avian Watcher. It is a rare neutral, and it says battle cry, if you control a secret, gain +1/+1 and taunt. So you're getting a 4/7 for 5 mana with taunt if you have a secret. So it's conditional. Huh. I mean, it's 1 more stat for 1 more mana in 1 body than the Arcanosmith, and it's conditional. I'm gonna say this is a bad card. I'm just straight up, it's a bad card. Cat Trick. This is a secret, a new secret, a hunter secret. Haven't seen secrets in a while, really. It's a, well, yeah, so it's 2 mana, because it's a hunter secret. It's a rare, and it says, after your opponent casts a spell, summon a 4/2 panther with stealth. It's interesting. I don't think it's good in Arena. Not that good. Even, I mean, I know Mage is pretty prevalent, but even then, like, Arena is a minion-based game, for the most part. And in Constructed, I mean, even something like Bear Trap isn't really played, except in, like, Yogg-and-Load. And that's gonna be more guaranteed, right? That your opponent's gonna attack your face at some point. I mean, it's interesting. I don't think it'll see play, though, honestly. The next card is another hunter minion. Or a hunter minion, rather, not another one. It is a 3 mana 3/4, so, you know, spider tank stats. Pretty good. And it says, your secrets cost 0. So, holy balls. Maybe Cat Trick will see play. Yeah, that's pretty good. Premium stats with a pretty decent effect. I think this will be good in Arena, and I think it'll work. I think somebody's gonna make a deck. This is gonna be a card that's tested for sure. Like this is just better, I think, in almost every way. Maybe not every way than Kirin Mage, but it's ongoing as long as his minion's up. So wow. Yeah, good card, good hunter card. Okay, next we've got a rogue minion. It's a 3 mana 3/2 called Deadly Fork. It's a common, and it has a death rattle of add a 3/2 weapon to your hand. So this is a new weapon as well for rogue, just kind of stuffed into a minion. I mean, definitely it'll see play in Arena. Now, 3 mana 3/2 is not good, but a 3/2 weapon is pretty decent. So you could combo this with stuff like Buccaneer and things in Arena, or even, I mean, even in Constructed, I guess. And in Arena also with Goblin Auto Barber. I mean, it's slow. It's not really what Rogue is wanting to do in Arena, but I think it'll still be good. Now, I don't know. Maybe aggro Rogue, even though this is slow and Constructed. I don't know. I don't know if this will see play in Constructed. I think we'll have to wait and see. It's an interesting card. I like the idea of it, and I like new weapons for Rogue. That's cool. All right. Up next we have another portal spell. This is a warrior portal spell. So not every class got a portal spell, but warrior did. So it's 5 mana, common card called Ironforge Portal, and it says gain 4 armor, summon a random 4-cost minion. Now I don't know, obviously since this was just announced, I don't know the stats off the top of my head. I'm gonna imagine it's something like 4/4, maybe. For a 4 drop, like on average that you're gonna get. And 4 mana, or 4 armor for 5 mana. So you got a 5/5 minion and 5 armor for 6 mana out of Shield Maiden. So this is 1 less mana, 1 less armor, and 2 less stats. I'm not sure. I mean, it's a control card, right? I don't know if there's room for it though. There's so many good warrior decks right now, and I don't know if there's room for this. Like, I think a lot of the decks that would utilize this would or want to utilize a card like this have better options. I think it's too slow. I don't know. That's my opinion right now. I don't know that it'll see play in constructed. In arena, you'll probably pick. I mean, you're gonna see it more. You'll pick it. We'll see how it does. Okay, another portal card. This is the Shaman Portal card. It is a 2-mana spell that is a rare. And it says, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions, summon a random 1-cost minion. So it's an Arcane Explosion, and you get a random 1-cost minion. Meh. I mean, Arcane Explosion's not really played now. I don't know, maybe somebody will throw it in like a control shaman deck. I don't know. I don't think it's that good, honestly. I'm gonna say it's not good. We're gonna move on. Okay, so we have a mage minion called Mage Valet, because Mage drives, I guess. And it's a 2-mana 2/3 that has a battle cry of, if you control a secret, deal 3 damage. So, I mean, secret synergy, I guess trying to get people to play secrets again. I mean, in arena, it'll be played. You'll see it. It's a common card. You're gonna pick it in arena. It's a 2/3, 2-mana card that has some secret synergy. So maybe you'll be playing more secrets in arena. I don't think this is gonna make it into constructed. There aren't any other cards that allow you to cheat out secrets like the hunter card that does with mage. So I don't think it's good enough. So next minion is a neutral 5-mana 4/4 called Menagerie Magician. And it has a battle cry of give a random friendly beast, dragon, and murloc +2/+2. So this is going along the lines of the other cards we've seen, Zubat and what is the name of that card? The Curator, that synergize with beast, dragon, and murloc types. I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. 5-mana 4/4 kind of sucks. And I don't know. I'm gonna say it's a bad card, honestly. I don't think you're not gonna want to pick this in arena most of the time. Maybe there'll be some crazy murloc decks where this stuff works. I don't see it being played in a dragon deck. Maybe beast murloc dragon. I don't know. I don't like this card that much. It seems too slow. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, druid card, a 6-mana 5/5, so understated. Common card called Menagerie Warden. There's a lot of these menagerie people, minions. Anyway, it has a battle cry of choose a friendly beast, summon a copy of it. Huh. Well, that could be pretty powerful. That could be pretty powerful indeed. Interesting they have Hogger in the picture here. Because you can't get Hogger as a druid. Oh well. Well, I guess maybe technically you can if you play Yogg, and Yogg plays Animal Companion or Call of the Wild. Anyway, it's just odd that they put it in the picture. So yeah, looks like they're still trying to push this beast thing, and this is another card that, goes along with it. 6 mana. I mean, good thing Druid can, ramp into things, so maybe this will make this viable. I mean, you get this off of Bran Bronzebeard, and you're sitting pretty well, huh? It's got potential. It could be good. It's pretty slow for arena. I think you'd really have to get a good beast deck going in arena. Like, you'd have to get a lot of beast to make this really be worthwhile in arena. Otherwise, it's just a 6-mana 5/5, and that's not that good. Although, I will say, average stats for a 6-drop And this sort of applies to another card that I'm going to talk about in a bit. But the average stats for a 6-drop in Hearthstone are actually 5/5. So this is an average statted 6-drop here. Next we have a neutral minion called Mote Lurker. It is a 6-mana 3/3 rare, and it has a battle cry that says destroy a minion, and then it has a death rattle, resummon it. Interesting. It's a very expensive card for 3/3 stats. It's pretty terrible. I guess one way that I can't remember his name already. The developer guy that was co-hosting with Frodam on the live stream gave a decent example of using this with Sylvanas. So you have Sylvanas on the board, you play this, you kill your Sylvanas, you steal one of their minions, and then when this dies, either by your hand or attacking into another minion or whatever, you resummon your Sylvanas, which is pretty good. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of slow. I don't think this will be good. I don't know. This will be interesting in Arena if it's chosen. I think it's really bad in Arena, to be honest. I mean, maybe it buys you another turn, but it's so expensive for Arena, and the stats are so bad. I just don't see this being that useful in Arena. It might be a goofy constructed card, maybe. It could be cool. I honestly don't think it'll see play, but it's interesting. At least not serious play. We have a Paladin minion, 3-mana 2/3 called Nightbane Templar, and this card's pretty cool. This is a dragon synergy card. It has a battle cry of if you're holding a dragon, summon 2 1/1 whelps, which I believe are also dragons, and I was not able to capture the card art for those, unfortunately. I'm sure it'll be up by the time this is up, so you can check that out. And I think they're probably just the same whelps that are used. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I guess it's another 3-mana dragon synergy card, along the lines of Blackwing Technician. So it's not earlier game for Paladin in that regard, but it is another 3-mana dragon synergy option. So yeah, and it puts a lot of stats on the board. I mean, that's 4 or 5 worth of stats on the board for 3 mana. It's pretty good. Granted, it's conditional. That's better than Blackwing Technician, which is a 3/5. So yeah, and that's over 3 bodies. So that's pretty good. I definitely think this will be definitely experimented with in Dragon Paladin decks. Whether it stands the test of time is to be seen, but I think it's a pretty good card. And next we have the first Priest card. Oh, Priest. This is a 5-mana 3/4 minion. Yes, 5-mana 3/4 minion. That is a rare. It is called Onyx Bishop. Has a battle cry of summon a friendly minion that died this game. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be okay in an Arena. I don't know. So, I mean, basically it has a resurrect built into it, right? But it's 5 mana. The thing about Priest is Priest lacks early game to get on the board, and that's what Priest needs, is something to get on the board. So this is kind of like a delayed death rattle effect, and to some degree, considering that you have to already have played something ahead of time before this to take effect. I think it's straight up a bad card, honestly. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna move on. It's the neutral minion is a 3-mana 1/3. Yes, 3-mana 1/3. It's pretty terrible stats. It's called Pantry Spider. And it kind of looks like a little jumping spider, which is cute. Anyway, and has a battle cry of summon a 1/3 spider. So, yes, it's 3 mana 1/3, but technically it's a 3 mana 2/6. Which isn't too bad. I mean, well, 2/6 worth of stats over 2 bodies. And granted, one attack isn't doing much, right? But the 3 health is significant. However, it is a 3-drop. So I don't know, because in a deck that this wants to be played in, first thing that comes to my mind is like a zoo deck, right? Because it's a relatively cheap thing that's putting lots of things on the board. You're sort of spreading out, but three mana is a sweet spot for zoo because you have really good 3 mana minions. You have Imp Gang Boss and you have Darkshire Peddler. And a lot of decks right now play Bram Bronzebeard as well for a 3-drop, and those are pretty solid 3-drops. I've seen some zoo decks recently playing Argent Horse Rider to be even more aggressive, but I just don't know where this fits in to the zoo deck and any other archetype, really. Maybe, I don't know, I mean, it's definitely something that wants to spread on the board, that's kind of faster, that kind of wants to buff things, probably. So, I guess decks like that, it wants to fit in, right? I just don't know if it's good enough. In Arena, I mean, you're going to see it. You're going to pick it. It's going to be experimented with. We'll see how it does. It could be good. I mean, play this on 3, play Defender of Argus on 4, and then you have two 4s, as well as a 2/3. It's not bad. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, here's another priest card. This is a common. It's called Priest of the Feast, and it is a 4 mana 3/6. And again, it's not an early game card. It's a 4-drop, and Priest doesn't need any more 4-drops. I mean, it's decently statted for a 4-drop. It's a 3/6 for 4 mana, so there's that anyway. And it says, whenever you cast a spell, restore 3 health to your hero. So this has to compete with the Shifting Shade, which I think is a much better card, honestly. I mean, it seems like a control card, right? Like, it's restoring your health. It's just not that effective. I don't know, like, I think it's too slow. It doesn't do anything on the board enough for anybody to care about it. It'll just be ignored, and you'll just die anyway. It's not a good card. I don't. Rip Priest, 2016. Pull up a chair by the hearth. Okay, so now we have the last Priest card from One Night in Karazhan, and it is a spell, a 2 mana spell called Purify, which is a common, and it says, and I'm not even joking, it says, silence a friendly minion, draw a card. So maybe this could be played in some goofy deck with like Ancient Watcher and Eerie Statue, or I don't know, any other minion that has a drawback ability or effect that you don't really want it to have. Such a bad card. Honestly, it's bad. This is not going to help Priest in any significant way. I mean, you're literally just making your own cards worse. Especially because Priest has like Power Word Shield and they want to put these things on their own minions. They're not just going to silence them just to draw a card. I mean, okay, maybe there's a world where it works with Akanai Soul Priest, right? Maybe you need to switch over to healing instead of doing damage with your hero power. So you silence your Akanai, you draw a card, you go from there. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it has potential. I don't know if there's room for it. Honestly, I think it's very lackluster. I think people are going to be very disappointed by Blizzard's lack of attention to the Priest class this year. Supposedly there's one more expansion supposed to come out before the end of the year, so maybe they'll give Priest some love finally. All right, next card. We have Runic Egg. It is a 1-mana neutral minion with 0/2 stats, and it has a death rattle of draw a card. I don't know, it's pretty garbage. I don't know what else to say about it. It's not a good card. Okay, so now we have another portal spell. This is the Paladin portal spell called Silver Moon Portal. And it is a 4-mana common spell that says give a minion +2/+2 and summon a random 2-cost minion. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I mean, this does things that Paladin wants to do, buff things and get things on the board. So, I think this card is gonna be great in Arena. Now in Constructed, I have my doubts of it seeing play. I'm gonna say it's probably not gonna see play in Constructed, but I think it's gonna be pretty good in Arena. This is a really strong Arena card for Paladin. So, like, they need another strong Arena card, right? Like, anyway. Okay, and now we have another weapon. It is a Shaman weapon called Spirit Claws. It is a common card, 1 mana, 1/3, and says has +2 attack while you have spell damage. So when you have spell damage minion on the board, this gains +2 attack, effectively becoming a 3/3 weapon. So, I mean, you can't really say it's a cheaper war axe because it's very conditional. At minimum, it's a 3 casting cost, 3 mana because you could roll your spell totem, right? Or maybe you play Blood Mage Thalnos or whatever. And yeah, so then you get 1 extra durability for 1 more mana, I guess. But once that a minion leaves the board, you no longer have the +2 attack. It's an interesting card. And granted, I'm not saying, you know, the last Shaman card wasn't great, and I'm not saying Shaman needs good cards, honestly. They've got plenty of them. I don't know. I don't know if this will see play or not. I don't know if it's good enough. It seems okay. It seems like a decent sort of thing, maybe. It's an interesting design. I mean, you'll see it in Arena for sure, and we'll see how it does there. I think it'll do decently well in Arena, but for Constructed, I don't think this is going to make the cut for Constructed. We have a Rogue Minion. It's a pirate. It is a Swashbuckler, a common 1/1 for 1. And it has a battle cry of add a random class card to your hand from your opponent's class. So obviously this is synergizing with the Ethereal Peddler that reduces the mana cost of cards from other classes that are in your hand. So this works together with all those things, and maybe, you know, it's a pirate, so maybe we can get the pirate rogue going finally. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I like the card design. I think it's cool. Honestly, it's a great card for Arena. Like, no joke. Like, 1 mana. This is a combo activator. Plus, you're getting card advantage from it. Like, honestly, it's a really powerful card in Arena, I think. And you're gonna see a lot of it. So, Rogue's not going anywhere in Arena. So next card is a neutral minion called Violet Illusionist. It is a common card, a 3 mana 4/3, and it says during your turn, your hero is immune. So it's interesting. So obviously I haven't thought much about this card at all. Like I said, these are all very, very fresh. Yeah, I mean, this could synergize well with another card that I have not reviewed yet that came out yesterday, which I will get to. Yeah, all I can think of is Warlock right now. Like, you're gonna draw free cards and not have anything done to you. Maybe it's a good zoo card. I mean, that 3-mana slot though, it's real important for zoo. And the stats, I mean, the stats, it trades up well. You're gonna see this for sure in an arena, I think. Maybe it even works in like a Reno Warlock deck. I don't know. It's an interesting card. I'll have to think about it more. It might be good. It might be bad. It can go either way, I think. In arena, I think it'll be a decent card. It'll be okay. Up next, we have another Shaman card. This is a minion, a common minion called Wicked Witch Doctor. 4 mana for 3/4, which is pretty terrible stats. I mean, that's premium stats for a 3-drop. So, and it says whenever you cast a spell, summon a random basic totem. A straight up garbage card. It sucks. This card's terrible. But like I said before, Shaman doesn't need any more good cards. However, since this has more effect on arena for sure. This is not going to ever see play. Well, I'm not going to say ever, but it's not going to see serious play in Shaman and Constructed. However, for arena, since the offering bonus for Whispers of the Old Gods cards is going away and being replaced with offering bonus for Karazhan cards, you are going to see this in your selections. So yeah, a lot of those really premium and good cards that came to Shaman and Whispers are not going to be seen as much in arena, is what I'm saying. And I think this is actually going to lower Shaman's viability in arena overall, which is kind of unfortunate because Whispers actually elevated it a degree. It definitely moved it up from where it was. That didn't mean you can't get bad Shaman drafts in arena, but when you got a good Shaman draft, I think you got a good Shaman draft more consistently. So I think Shaman is going to take a hit in arena from what I'm seeing of the cards so far. So one of the cards is the last portal spell, which is a druid portal spell. It is called Moonglade Portal. It is a rare, and it is 6 mana. And it says, restore 6 health, summon a random 6-cost minion. Now, I actually did do the stats on this card because I had time to. And this is what I found out. So, for standard and wild, the average stats you can expect to get from a 6-drop minion is 5/5. And it's not exact, but it's close enough. Now, in standard mode, you have 6 minions with Death Rattle, 23 minions with a Battle Cry, and 20 minions with some sort of effect. Now, there were maybe a couple that had dual things, like a Battle Cry and an effect, or a Death Rattle and an effect, or a Death Rattle Battle Cry thing. So some of those crossover, but so that's sort of the distribution that you can expect when you play this card of what you're going to get. Now in wild mode, you have a few more cards that have Death Rattle, a few more cards that have Battle Cries and effects. It's 8 Death Rattle, 26 Battle Cry, and 26 effects in wild mode. I don't know if that makes this card good enough. I'm not sure, because I don't know that Druid, the problem is healing with Druid as much as it is getting cards on the board and staying on the board. I don't know that this card really helps. I mean, it's a dual kind of thing, but it's expensive. And it's not something you're gonna want to ramp into unless you absolutely have to, and it's your only option. But I don't know, I'm sure it'll be experimented with. This is something that definitely catches the eye of Druid players that want to do more of a control Druid type of thing and just experiment. I don't know if it'll last or stand the test of time. You'll see it in Arena, and it might actually be okay in Arena. You know, it's definitely a late game card or later game card that sort of gives you more value. It's a 2-for-1 kind of card, right? So it keeps you alive, and that's the other thing, it's targetable, so you can heal a minion as well. So yeah, I don't know. It'll definitely be a decent card, I think, in Arena. I'm not sure if it'll work out in the end in Constructed. Okay, so the other card, the very last card I'm going to talk about, the only card I have not talked about, is a warrior weapon called Fool's Bane. It is a common weapon. It is a 5-mana 3/4 that says unlimited number of attacks each turn, can't attack heroes. So basically it's a super Wind Fury weapon, but it can only hit minions. And I heard somebody say, and I really tried to not hear people talk about these new cards. Granted, sometimes you see stuff and you can't help it. Once you see it, you've seen it. That's what it is. But somebody said that, and it might have been Tice, but he said that this is what Doomhammer should have been. Should not allow you to hit face. It's just way OP, and maybe he's right. But either way, this is what Warrior has now. It's an interesting card for sure. I like the design of it. I like the card. I don't know what deck it fits into in Constructed. It's 5 mana. I don't know. It's kind of slow. I don't know. I mean, it'll be experimented with for sure. We'll see. In Arena, this could be like super OP, honestly. Like, I mean, because like I've said before, Arena is an on the board, like 100% a minion based encounter, right? Like that's whoever controls the board in Arena wins the game. And granted, in Constructed, that could be said too. And I know it's like what Blizzard likes to have in the game, but you can do other things in Constructed where it's not as important. But in Arena, typically you curve out in Arena consistently with decent minions, and you make good trades, you win the game. Even if your opponent floods the board with things, you can just completely take care of it with this and keep all your stuff on the board. Like this is a really good card in Arena. It's a common, so you're gonna see this a lot with Warriors. Yeah, granted it's 5 mana, so it's not. You're not gonna get it out super early, and 3 attack might not be as relevant at that point, but who knows? We'll see. I think it's a good card. But yeah, also this is what I was talking about with the in combination with the Violet. Oh, what the hell is that card called? Violet Illusionist. Yes, because during your turn, your hero is immune. So, yeah, I mean, this card definitely synergizes with weapon classes. Rogue, Shaman, Hunter, Warrior. And especially with that card, the Fool's Bane, you know, not taking any damage but just clearing minions off the board, like super OP, right? Granted, that's an 8 mana sort of combo or over 2-turn combo, so it might be somewhat difficult to get that to work, but it's there. So yeah. So overall, yeah, an interesting set. I obviously, you know, like I said, these cards just got dumped, and yeah, it looks like there's only one epic, which is really, really weird to me. Very strange, actually. Anyway, so I'll definitely be thinking about these cards more over the coming days and everything, and you know, definitely be looking forward to seeing what is in the first wing. They didn't actually say anything like that of which cards are going to be where, but I'm sure that information will be out soon. And it drops next Thursday, August 11th. Is that next Thursday? It's definitely August 11th that it drops. Yes, next Thursday. So we'll see then what the first wing will bring for One Night in Karazhan. And I'll see you guys later.